Hey, my fade out didn't seem to work there.
We're just going to listen to everything.
We're just going to listen to everything. Hey, we'll just stop it.
That's like a bad Zelda song.
Yeah. Hey, so you're listening to Stuck in Beta, or watching if you're here live. I'm Greg, and I'm with Josh and Josh.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, so what's new this week, guys? Anything?
How about you go first, Greg?
Oh, yeah?
Well, I've got some sad news.
Sad news.
Yeah.
Sad?
What's
Sad.
so sad?
We don't want sad news.
I am not drinking beer any longer, or any dark beers, I should say.
Ever again? You're bringing the show down.
I know. I'm having some gastro issues. We'll just put it that way. And I'm going to pour me a couple fingers of Crown Royal here to join you fellas in a nice little afternoon buzz.
Crown Royal.
Fingers.
You never heard that?
No.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a measurement.
yeah.
Beer
it's a measurement.
terms, it's the head on the that you pour.
Well, it's the same
No,
thing.
the head's a foam. You don't pour head.
Well, it's the fingers you measure that
It's measured in
creates.
fingers.
Yeah,
the
you-
same.
really.
Pour
Same
yourself
thing.
3
Oh,
fingers.
okay. All right. Well, you've got a bigger pour than I do.
My fingers are bigger than yours.
Hell, my dad has banana fingers.
He drinks from a 2-liter. A 3-finger pour.
You mean a regular pour?
Full
A
size.
full glass?
A
Yeah.
big gulp.
Yeah. So you're not
Well,
drinking?
Yeah, that's
Crown
that's
Royal.
We
different.
gotta figure this problem out. But anyway,
Yeah,
I'm on
figure it out.
Crown Royal.
Well, you can talk to your doctor about that.
Yeah.
So nothing.
Come on,
nothing.
Greg.
So this weekend I went to Fright Fest out in Six Flags.
How was that?
It's kind of exciting. Now,
Kind of.
Did it get
exciting.
your blood pumping?
well, here's the thing, and that's probably one of my catchphrases that would get me drinking. Probably.
Here's the
Because
thing.
I
Here's the
say
thing.
that a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So went to Six Flags.
Over Mid-America.
It's over St. Louis. It hasn't been over Mid-America for like 20 years now.
Yeah, see, it tells you.
Really?
last
It's
time I was
over
at-
St. Louis?
Yeah,
I didn't know that either.
yeah. It changed a long time ago.
Really?
Shows
Yeah.
you how good that campaign went.
Over St. Louis. I did not know that.
Yeah. Because no one. Okay, so went there.
Here's the thing.
They have their Halloween festivities called Fright Fest. I'm sure they do it at every Six Flags, and they have about 4 or 5 different haunted houses. You got to pay extra, of course, to go through them.
Once you're in the park, you have to pay extra to go through another
Yeah,
attraction.
so-
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's you get like a scare pass. So we have season passes. So for us, we actually didn't get one, but it would have cost $23 to go through all that. And normally they have the rides are kind of themed too. Like you go to one of the roller coasters, it's all covered in spider webs and bugs and stuff, and you know it's kind of cool walking through. Well, this year they like literally there was like it's almost like they opened one bag of spider web and put it in front, and we're like, there we go,
Open the doors.
yeah, we're ready, let them in. You know, they kind of half-ass it. We didn't go in any of the haunted houses, but I have a feeling they weren't as either.
I remember going, I don't know, what was it, about 4 or 5 years ago, and they weren't terrible, the haunted houses, and they had a lot of pretty decent effects. I remember that.
Right. Well, I'm sure they're exactly the same
Yeah.
as they were from then. I'm sure they haven't changed much. One thing that surprised me, we got on the train because they always do the terror train.
Terror
We got on it, and it was a regular train. They're like, to your left, you'll see the Screaming
Really?
Eagle, and to your right. Yeah, I'm like, what? What? I guess the one thing, the exploding building or whatever, was probably broken. So they're like, we can't do the terror train this year.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm kind of wondering if they went a little cheaper this year because they're planning the whole Christmas thing.
Yeah, I was going to mention that they're staying open a lot longer.
Yeah, so it may be that, or maybe I'm just an old cranky man. That could be too.
Well, you're almost 40.
Well, what are you cranky about, though? I mean, you
Wasn't
remember-
like it when I was a kid.
well, yeah, but I mean, it was you had your expectations that it was going to be better,
Right.
than it
Well,
was, so
there
I
you
don't-
go.
Yeah.
It should have been better than the year
Yeah,
before.
it wasn't like
and so
you're
on
saying,
and so on.
this is too loud.
Yeah.
It's too crowded.
You kids. Yeah, it wasn't crowded at all. Actually, it was pretty nice that way. But it was still a good time. We still rode all the rides and all that fun stuff. So, and neither one of you probably you said you haven't been since. Well, you don't ride any rides, do you?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been to Six Flags in probably 2 years. I don't think we went at all last year. My kids want to go all the time, but I don't know.
Tell them no.
I'm the cranky old man. And last year, whenever we went down to Branson and we rode all those roller coasters, that last one, that wooden coaster, just like, man, that thing was so rough. You know the one I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Thunderation.
No, I forgot the name of it. It's one of their newer ones, but it does like a barrel roll at one point, and I think that really got
It
me.
hurt my neck because it
Yeah.
was, like I got whiplash, basically. It was so, yeah, I don't
Wilderness.
I don't
something.
care for. I don't know. Maybe I'm like you. I don't really.
I've never liked rides.
See,
Really?
I still like them. I took my dad, what is he, 73-year-old father out to Six Flags with me this summer,
Yeah,
and we had a blast riding all the rides.
I like the really smooth ones, like the Batman and what else? I don't know. The ones that
Tony
just,
Hawk.
the ones that you hang. Yeah, Tony Hawk's pretty smooth. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like those. The wooden coasters though, they just seem to be
The
so
boss is
rickety.
pretty rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who don't live in this area, you're probably like, oh, what the hell are they talking about?
It's like that every week.
It is like that every week.
Yeah. But our one faithful listener, Mike, says you should have at least one beer.
Greg said that's from last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is from last week.
Oh, why is it showing?
I don't know. It's still
Call YouTube.
call YouTube.
Okay.
So, Josh, I heard you were doing I went up. I know you were in a barbecue competition.
Yeah,
You
came
went
in-
there?
Yeah, he went.
Aw.
He's a good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awkward pause.
I thought that would be your cue to talk about.
Oh,
it.
yeah. Well, yeah, I was in a barbecue competition.
So, how did it go? Did what'd you make? What was
It was a
your-
rib. It was rib competition. Ribs only.
Okay. Did
Make him work for this.
how many other people were in the competition?
I think they said there were 18 teams.
18 teams.
Yeah, and it was an entry fee of I think $50. And they had a bunch of stuff going on. They had a skeet shoot going on, skeet shoot competition, bounce houses, raffles, 50-50, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff going on.
What was the prize for the barbecue? Like, did you get a trophy?
Oh,
Did you
the
get cash
first
prize. Or-
they paid out the top 6 places, and then the top place got a big. I'd say it was probably 3.5 foot carved pig out of wood.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Oh, did it come from that?
Yeah, the wood den.
No, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
What place did you say you came in? Or
We don't really
You
know.
don't
They only announced the top 6 places, and all of the 6 places were like professional teams that travel
Oh.
around doing this.
really?
None of them were amateurs. Yeah.
Well, and there's some sort of conspiracy you're saying that, like you asked for your score sheets.
Yeah, the score sheets were thrown away, which I mean that happened. Accidents happen, but yeah.
not on purpose.
So were these traveling professionals? Were they local or
A lot of them were from St. Charles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, the team. I'm trying to think. The team to our left had been invited to Memphis in May a couple times, and I think the same thing was true for one of the other teams down at the other end as well. And Memphis in May is like the
Yeah.
big barbecue competition.
Wow.
So, I mean, I guess I would do that too if I'm placing.
Yeah, but
like,
it's a lot of damn work, man.
yeah, but
I spent that entire week leading up to this making lists, packing crap up out of my kitchen into a box. I woke up. We were running around Thursday night, Friday night, getting crap. Then Saturday morning, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, start packing my truck up. My buddy comes over. We pack up my grill into his trailer with his grill and all the crap he had. We get to the site at 6:45 in the morning. we had the meeting, the contestant meeting or whatever was at 7:30. We lit our grills after that. Our turn-in was at 2:30. We cleaned up. They were announcing the winner 4 o'clock, 4:30 or so. I didn't get home till probably 5.
Yeah, but for you, it's
I hit my steps on my step counter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, for you, it's kind of a bigger thing because you don't enter these that often.
No, this is the second one I've entered.
So I'm sure people that do it all the time, it's not a big deal.
I don't know that I'd say not a big deal. I mean, these people take this shit serious.
I know but they probably have the whole thing kind of.
Oh, it's down. I mean, I didn't feel rushed or anything through it all. I mean, we had our meat on in time. We had one slight issue because one of our thermometers wasn't working right. But beyond that, I mean, we hit all of our marks the way we wanted to hit them. Our ribs didn't turn out exactly how we had hoped for, but, whatever. I tell you what was the most damn stressful part of that day was cutting the ribs so that we could turn in 8, was it 8 or 6? I think 8. 8 ribs in the box. So you're trying to take that knife and cut down the ribs and cut it perfectly so that the meat on the top doesn't tear off. There's no imperfections. That's pretty damn stressful.
So presentation's a big part of it?
Yeah, that's one of the scored categories. It was presentation, taste, and tenderness.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
So how was it, Greg?
I don't think we had anything ready when
he
you were
didn't
there.
give us a chance to try it.
He was there too early.
Yeah.
I told him to come back, and he said, "Man, we're going Six Flags."
Yeah. And we did,
Yeah.
as I said.
Yeah.
So another thing this weekend, I found out about this site it's actually a closed group. I got invited to it. Well, all you got to do is ask.
Members only club
It's
kind of
the
thing.
Ultimate Marble Hunt.
Somebody else was talking about this.
Oh my gosh! So all over the U.S., I'm sure it's in other countries as well. But they hide these little.
Who's they?
It just people. Like,
Okay.
there's no specific. These handmade marbles. They're pretty neat looking. Okay.
Okay.
And they give you like clues or whatever. Okay, this is this one clue. We were sitting around a bonfire. I was over at Molly's cousin's house, and his neighbors were around. Cade's OT.
Krista.
She was there.
Oh yeah.
She is the neighbor, one
Oh,
of the
okay.
neighbors. So she's the one who brought it up. She's the one who.
Maybe that's who I heard
That's
it from.
probably who you heard
Yeah.
it from. And so we're reading these clues. Some of the clues are all backwards and stuff, and you got to figure out what it is. And not all of them are in St. Louis. Some are in obviously different places around the country.
California. You were right with that.
California is a place,
Right in the country.
Yeah, but we were reading this clue, just trying to figure out because you had to A equals Z, B equals Y. It wasn't that simple. It was a little more involved. But it became a big thing where we were trying to figure out clues for that, and Molly's like, "Can we go?"
You get obsessed on something like that? No.
Yeah, I don't get obsessed.
Yeah.
So you've since joined the group?
I've since joined the group.
Have you
so
found any marbles?
I have not. I haven't really tried.
How many are in St. Louis?
Right now, all the ones that were out there are found, so I'm sure they'll post more. But it almost reminds me kind of like geocaching.
Yeah.
So geocaching, they give you the coordinates, and you kind
Right.
of look around there. This, they kind of give you a clue. You find out where they're talking about. Sometimes they'll give you a picture.
It reminds me of It's a Mad, 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 Mad World.
Oh,
The movie.
yeah, I remember that movie.
That's a great
Find
movie.
the palm trees
Yeah,
shaped like an X
right,
or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah. But, yeah.
Was
that
John
interesting.
Cleese in both of those movies? The original and the remake?
Rat Race.
Rat
was
Race.
the
That
one
was,
you're
yeah, that was
thinking
kind of a cheap knockoff of
Yeah.
the original. Okay.
So, there you go.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Now, I remember there was a guy, was it 6 months ago, that was hiding artwork in St. Louis in a similar fashion. he was hiding these like 5x7 prints that he had painted, and they were supposedly worth a couple $100 a piece. And he would randomly post on Facebook a hint, and there were people all over St. Louis going batshit crazy for him.
Didn't the donut shop, Strange Donuts, they just announced like they have these cards that they've given us different businesses and stuff, and it's like kind of a friendly like, oh, thank you or whatever, and they're all over the St. Louis metro area, and they're for a free dozen donuts. It's
Oh, really?
Donuts, yeah. Kind of the same idea.
Huh. I have never... You've been to Strange Donuts, haven't you?
I have not.
I haven't
I
either.
have a couple times.
Look at you.
Yeah,
Hey,
wow.
trendsetter.
Hey, welcome to the show, Josh.
I can't believe, something I can talk about. How's it going?
How are their donuts?
Excellent. There are all kinds of.
Did you have one of the
strange-
weird ones, or...
Oh yeah,
Did
for
you?
sure, definitely. I can't remember exactly what we had, but they were all good. Yeah.
Man, that's one thing. A good donut shop, man. No, you can't beat a good donut. And I'm not talking Walmart donuts. I'm
And there
talking
was a
good
couple
donuts.
down here, or one
Yeah,
never materialized.
They were good. That place down, they closed up.
Strange Donuts it's definitely one of those like trendy hipster, yeah. But it's really super tiny. Like the you basically have, it's kind of like the soup kitchen on Seinfeld where you walk in and you place
Oh,
your
yeah.
order
Oh,
and
really?
There's no seating or anything.
I don't think there was any seating
They
in
have
there.
just
no.
a counter.
Outdoor seating, maybe?
I don't think so. It's in Maplewood, down the street from Schlafly, and
There's one in Kirkwood, too.
is there?
Yeah, they have two locations.
Okay, I've only been to the one in Maplewood.
They seem like, I mean, I've seen the videos and stuff, and they seem like pretty fun guys. And
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
do a lot with different businesses. I know they're always doing stuff with a lot of the different breweries and stuff.
Yeah.
Community type stuff. I think there's a strange brew now, or strange brewery.
Somebody did. Really?
Yeah, saw that. We'll have to look into that.
I thought they did a collaboration with somebody.
That
I
might
didn't-
be what it was.
Yeah, I didn't think anybody...
Strange brew, I think, is what I saw.
Was the name of the? Oh, it's actual brewery, or
Well, let
they-
me look here.
I'm thinking they did that with Four Hands.
because what was it? Rogue did the.
Yeah.
I mean, they're up in Oregon.
They did that.
And,
What was that donut? That was like a...
Voodoo
Yeah.
Donut. That's
That's the big, crazy donut place in the...
yeah, and
Pack
anyone who
West.
lives up there says they're kind of overrated.
Really?
Yeah, because what I've heard is, a donut, if you get it right out of, if it's fresh and it has the, what do you call it, cereal on top,
Yeah. Depending on the make.
yeah, it tastes, it's awesome when it's just made. If it sits around maybe about an hour or so, that cereal starts to get real chewy and it's just isn't the greatest,
Huh.
So,
It must have been a collaboration. I can't find anything on it now. There was a Strange Brewery, but it's in Denver, Colorado.
that's not the same.
No,
Strange
that's
Donuts
it.
is constantly posting stuff on Instagram. Like,
Yeah.
being out around town.
Yeah.
I remember that, though, Josh. I think you're right. I think it's a beer.
I'm shocked that neither of you guys have been there.
I keep wanting to go, but nah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
We got it one morning. Like, we went to the zoo like that day, and we just went there on the way and picked up a dozen or whatever and just tried whatever they had that day. And I think it's, most like any other bakery, they're just going to have
Sure.
what they make that day.
Sure.
So every day is going to be a little different.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's cool about their Instagram too, because you could see what they have on that particular day.
Yeah, I do remember one with being like a bacon caramel donut.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
It's always good.
That was good. Anything bacon, except for this guy who can't.
Yeah.
Apparently, he can't. He
like-
can't handle bacon, and he can't drink craft
No,
beer.
it's not that
anymore.
I can't handle bacon. I don't know.
He'll say stuff like, "I don't really like bacon,"
Here
and
we
then
go.
he'll
Here we go.
reach and
Here we go.
eat some bacon.
I figured
I
the ice
remember-
cream.
How about
Oh,
that?
yeah, here we come. Here we go. Here it is.
The ice
One
cream
day-
story.
Yes.
I don't really feel
we
like-
we were at work. We worked together at one point, and they had a waffle cone day at work. Free ice cream and a waffle cone. And we're like, "Hey, Josh, you want to go down and get a waffle cone?" It's like, I don't really like waffles. Not really much for waffle cone or ice cream cones.
No,
swear-
that is not what I said. I said I have to be in the mood
Yeah,
for waffle
food.
cones.
Okay, whatever. But it was literally like 2 minutes later. So you want to go down and get a waffle cone?
We just talked about it enough that he got in the mood.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, whatever. You were such a great coworker.
yeah. Well.
So I'll tell you guys one little quick story. Of
Oh, you got a
something-
story.
Yeah,
Tell us
Hey,
a
did
story.
you read this online? You're contributing, or is this your? Never mind.
I don't know where you're going with that. So the last few weeks, I have told you guys about a story about me hurting myself or injuring myself. The last week was
The bees
the
last week.
bees, the
Hornets.
the yellow jackets. Yeah, that stung the crap out of me like 20 something times. So I think this was last Thursday, the day after the show. It's always the day after the show. I usually try to get up and run like 1 or 2 days a week, and so I decided this past Thursday that I would just run them around my subdivision, which I normally will like walk out of my subdivision and just run on
The blood highway.
Yeah, well, not really on the highway, but like behind the highway, off the highway a little bit. But on this day, I thought, well, I'm just gonna run on the subdivision. It was really dark because I start at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And so I went down the street, and I got on the sidewalk, and there was this van or like SUV parked where it was like kind of on, like the rear end of it was like almost into the sidewalk, and it had like a trailer hitch on it. So I'm looking down at the trailer hitch to make sure I don't run into it, like, you know, with my shin.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, bam, right in the face,
Oh,
something hit me.
God.
There was a freaking pole like hanging out that was like strapped on the top of it. And it felt like I got punched in the mouth. I scared the crap out of me. Like I didn't know what I mean. I kept, moving forward.
Did
I
you
turned
stop
around and
your
looked.
run there?
No, I didn't, because out of
Where
the
did
left,
it hit you in the face?
right in the mouth.
Oh man.
And to the left of me, I see the neighbor across the street, like getting into their car. I don't know how they didn't hear it, but maybe they did, and they were just like, yeah, that's the sound it made. Exactly. It was like a I don't even know what it was. It was like a
Like a flagpole where it has like the.
no. It was like hanging, like they had it strapped to the roof, and it was hanging off, like
Oh,
out,
okay.
like a good 4
Off
feet.
the van.
Yeah, off
Okay.
the top off the roof of it. And so I just kept running, and I was like startled. I was startled and scared, and it made a lot of noise. The dog started barking in the house. That's how loud it was.
Jesus.
And I'm running, and I'm just like, oh my God, Well, I could immediately feel the pain. I'm spitting out blood, and I'm like kind of paranoid that I maybe like have a big cut or something on my cheek, but it didn't turn out to be too much. But
God, I'd have been where you knocked out like
Yeah,
teeth or
tooth,
something.
yeah, no, yeah. If it happened to
Done
be,
that.
it happened to be, I guess, not strapped hard enough. It wasn't like it was solid, so it moved with me whenever I hit it. But man, I was like, really, on the sidewalk. Of course, it was dark, but
That's what you
I
get
mean,
for exercising.
yeah, I know. That's what I get.
I kind of stopped running while it's this dark out
Really?
right now.
Did
yeah,
you?
I'll probably pick it up after Halloween when the time gets shifted back.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess my teeth hit my upper lip, and there was a cut or several cuts, but then they turned into canker sores, which it's like my entire upper lip is like canker sores.
God, those
So,
I hate
yeah,
those.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so that's my interesting story from the last
That is
7 days.
interesting.
Yeah,
Well, hey, you want to try this beer I got?
would love to.
Well, we got one from Straight to Ale. This is another one from Alabama. Actually went to this brewery. And this is Bourbon Barrel Aged Laika. It's a Russian Imperial Stout.
So are you going to be sampling this, Josh?
Just a little.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a darkie.
Whoa!
What do you mean?
You can't say that.
a darkie.
It's really dark.
It is very. It's like yeah.
Here, pour yourself.
So I got to be careful here. Last week I poured myself a second pour, and I didn't hear the end of it because I thought you guys had all poured a second pour. But apparently there's plenty for you and I, Greg.
Yeah. I'll
that'd
just
be
take a little.
great.
I got my crown.
It poured a nice one finger
It
head.
is beautiful. Yeah. Nice
It smells great.
Smells oaky.
Yeah. So the Russian Imperial, that's just, why don't you explain that?
Russian Imperial?
Yeah.
So the Russians, they like to have their beer super, super strong. And so I think it's, is it 2 times or 3 times the amount of ingredients that a regular ale would have?
Well, as I recall, it's a strong dark beer or stout in a style that was brewed in the 18th century by Thrale's Brewery in London, England, for export to the court of Catherine II of Russia.
Off the top of your head.
Right off the top of my
Pretty
head.
impressive. Tastes coffee-y.
Yeah, I get that too. Dark, like a black coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I think it tastes pretty good. I'm enjoying it.
So the picture here, you said most of the beers down there have reference to space.
Well, yeah, we actually drank one earlier. I don't know if you read the one from Rocket Republic Brews or Beers. Their little slogan is "One giant taste for mankind." Wait, I said it backwards. One small sip, one fall. One fall.
Boy.
Here we go.
Here we go.
One small sip for man, one giant taste for mankind. And that one is a different company. That's the straight to ale.
Straight to ale. I was trying to see if there's any information on it, but I don't see
It's
any.
got a dog in a spacesuit.
Yeah, he's in a spacesuit and he's in a barrel.
Well,
I
why
guess he's
not?
like orbiting. Looks like he's out in orbit.
Yeah.
Like the barrel is his spacecraft.
That's a good beer.
Well, and since we like to eat with our beer, let's do this.
Cashews, almonds, macadamia nuts, lilac, pecans too. Liz up to know the tricks. All this peanut politics. Why too many peanuts in this mix?
Usually, oh, my fade out is not working today. I'm sorry.
We're gonna get that fixed.
Yeah. So,
Where's our engineer?
what is the most popular Halloween candy that you know of?
Candy corn.
Most popular?
Okay,
Yeah.
he nailed it right there.
Oh,
So, weird thing is, I hate candy corn.
Do you really?
I like it.
I do too.
I don't really like it. I think
Candy
it's,
corn and peanuts, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, you
yeah.
mix it with peanuts, it's fine, but by itself, it's just kind of meh. So, I found this
Snob.
candy corn. It's from Brachs, and they have different.
candy corn.
They have. It's called Brunch Favorites Candy Corn. Some of these taste like French toast and maple syrup. Some taste like waffles and strawberry.
Yeah.
And some taste like chocolate
It's
chip
really
pancakes.
So it's a mixture and they all look the same?
No, they all look different.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm
So
assuming.
here's my problem. Here's my quandary. High sugar items like
Yeah.
this give me the same gastrointestinal
Oh,
issues
no.
that beer does.
Oh.
So
Just eat one.
is it going to be worth it?
Okay. So
Man, I don't know if you can be on this show anymore.
So if you look, there's like an orange. The orange in the middle one
Oh, it
is the
tells you?
French toast and maple syrup.
Okay.
The pink one in the middle is the waffles and strawberry, and the yellow in the middle is chocolate chip pancakes.
Okay, what are we trying first?
Well, I don't.
Are we trying the same at the same time or no?
Sure, we could do
They
that.
smell really good.
They do. They smell awesome.
I'm sorry, can you repeat what the
The
colors
the
were
pink
again?
is strawberry.
Pink is strawberry.
Waffles and strawberry. Orange is the French toast and maple
This is
syrup,
orange.
Oh, okay, orange.
and then yellow is chocolate chip and pancakes.
Oh, okay.
What are we doing? Which one are we trying?
I don't care. You pick one.
Orange.
Okay,
all right.
French toast,
Here we
maple
go.
syrup. Yeah,
Yep.
it
Yeah.
does
It-
have.
It took a few minutes, or not minutes, but took a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah,
Wow,
pretty subtle.
I nailed it, I think.
Yeah.
it did pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could have told me pancakes and syrup.
Yeah.
though.
that's true.
Right.
All right.
Let's go pink next.
The
that's
strawberry and waffles.
Strawberry and waffles.
Should somebody keep talking while you two were
Yeah.
chewing? Then we kind of lost dead air there.
Oh.
So
They like
I don't-
hearing us chew.
facial expressions. I don't see anybody jumping out of their chairs here.
This one, strawberry tastes artificial to me.
Really? All right, I'm gonna go
So-
in. You keep talking.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if that one. I like the first one better.
You know what? You do get kind of a waffle taste though, which
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Josh that the strawberries taste a little bit artificial, but it's nothing. I don't think too out of the ordinary with like canned strawberry or strawberry quick would be a good.
Oh yeah,
there you
right.
go.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it could be, strawberry and whipped cream kind of together.
Yeah, it's fake strawberries.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's not like horrible fake strawberries, like sickly sweet or anything.
If
like
you're
that.
at a buffet, you're probably using that fake strawberry crap anyway.
At a buffet?
What?
Yeah.
No, those are real.
Nah, they're not real.
What are
What are you
the
talking
the
about?
chunks in it then?
Yeah.
Those
No,
are
they're not
strawberry.
real.
Okay, whatever. All right.
All right, chocolate chip pancakes.
Chocolate chip.
So these two
Yeah.
went without asking, so I guess
No.
I'm talking.
Yeah, you're talking.
Greg's giggling. He
Chocolate
must,
chip.
you taste chocolate chips?
I definitely taste chocolate. What was it again? Chocolate chip pancakes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it took a while. It
Yeah.
while.
That
Like
one
I-
wasn't as obvious, I don't think.
It wasn't as obvious, and the chocolate's kind of subtle, I think.
Yeah.
You know what we should have done?
Blind taste test.
Yeah. Or he could have just handed them to
Yep.
us and said, "What
Yep.
do these taste like?"
See, he would have gotten way more enjoyment out of being a taste tester, though.
Yeah,
He would have been put off.
I really failed.
Yeah, but
You could still close your eyes and try and,
Yeah.
you know what it
that
is.
one I don't. Go ahead. Did you have it, Josh?
Yeah, I had it. Yeah, this was
Okay.
this was an extra.
I didn't think that one was as
It was the first one.
Yeah.
What was your favorite?
the first one, which was the
French toast
the
maple
French
syrup.
toast maple
That's
syrup.
good
yeah,
stuff, man.
There.
Yep.
Yeah, those are good.
I would say a second close second would be the strawberry one. Those weren't bad at all. It's just the kind of the artificially strawberry flavor. But
Yeah.
yeah, by far the maple syrup.
And the funny thing is, this is a Target exclusive.
Really,
Yeah, because on the thing, only at Target.
that is worth going to Target for.
So there you go. If you're looking for the brunch favorites from Brachs,
So was
Candy
there?
corn.
Do you know if there was any other varieties?
man,
Is there like
Look
that?
at too bad there's not a thing like an interweb. We could call it the interweb that had information
At your
like that.
fingertips.
Yeah, at your fingertips, and something that we could call like Goggle that we could look out on the interweb for answers.
apparently I can't spell Brachs right. Fall brunch? No, that's the one. I actually remember there was another one, but I don't see it.
Looks like
Peanut
they-
butter cup Halloween candy corn was there
Yeah.
too. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I'm like, well, this
You
one's
could get
more
that
of
any time. Yeah. Whoa, what? You okay?
oh, I'm still here.
Okay.
Looks like there was a Brachs sea salt chocolate candy.
Now that would be good.
Yeah.
But actually, surprised. These are a lot better than normal.
There
candy
These hit
corn.
the spot, man. They're good.
There.
So I had a topic. I don't know if you guys
Oh, here we go.
thought of
Topic?
of anything since we're on the kind of
Did you think of
category.
anything, Josh?
No, I did not.
Since you're
I
on,
guess we got to go with this then.
since we're on the category of Halloween.
Yeah, this is great. Keep it coming. What's? Oh, I thought something was ringing. What was?
It's in my ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, scary music, you know. Okay, anyway, we're
Good try, Greg.
So here's the thing.
all right. I wanted to talk about things that used to scare us as a child, but now as an adult, kind of laughable. Okay. Now, apparently, you two needed more time to
No,
prepare.
I have something.
You
for this.
have something.
Yeah.
You want to go to you first?
Oh,
you want to
sure.
talk to it, or you want me? To?
I remember Children of the Corn.
Okay, yeah.
What year did that come out? Like early 80s?
Yeah.
I thought it was even
Maybe
earlier
late
than
70s?
that. Yeah.
Late
Really?
70s, something like that. I don't remember watching it obviously that early, but I remember being in like 5th or 6th grade, and
1984.
Oh, okay. So let's see. We would have been.
You guys were older than me.
We
I
would have
was
been 7,
6 or 7.
I didn't see it that early, but I remember being about in 5th or 6th grade, and not seeing the entire movie, but seeing parts of it. And I remember the cornfield parts of it.
I don't really remember seeing the movie at all.
Me either.
And I went with a friend of mine. For whatever reason, I was at a friend of mine's house, and we went on a walk, and it got late in the evening, and we were walking through a cornfield. and it was late. It was like fall, and it was like, the corn stalks were
Dry and crusty.
Yeah. And it was like rows upon rows. And all of a sudden, he started talking about it and bringing up all these details of the movie. I was so terrified that something was going to be out there in that cornfield, and it was evening. It was starting. The sun was going down, but I remember being so scared. So that was when I was in, like I said, 5th or 6th grade. I can't remember. So I would have been about 11, 12 years old, and I hadn't really thought a whole lot about it. But I guess it was around last Halloween, we watched Children of the Corn with our kids. Oh my
Good
God!
children's movie.
Yeah.
But it's so bad though. I mean, it's not like everything that happens. It's like a cutscene.
Oh, really?
Have you not
No.
seen it in a long time, or have you ever seen
I
it?
don't think I've ever seen it, man.
It's not that great. Like everything, like you'll see a swing of a knife or whatever it is, and then it like cuts away, and then you see the person's bloody.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's
cheap-
not good.
Kind of like early Friday the 13th
Yeah.
movies, how they were kind of like that. You'd
Yeah.
see him swinging his
Right.
machete, and you wouldn't know what he was hitting. you
Right.
know?
Yeah. So it wasn't very.
Close Encounters scared the shit out of me when I was little.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, that little kid getting taken. Yeah, it scared the crap out of me.
And I think I've seen, maybe it's because we had HBO at a young age. I remember seeing that so many times that
Great
maybe
movie.
it didn't
Great
phase
movie.
me. Poltergeist phased me, but not,
Poltergeist was pretty scary.
man. One of the things that scared me that you guys, do you remember when we were younger? I don't know about you.
Yeah, because I'm awfully younger than you.
You're not that much younger. So on, PBS, you had your Mr. Rogers and Sesame Street, but you also had the Electric Company. Do you remember the
Yeah, I
Electric Company?
vaguely remember
Yeah.
the Electric Company.
Okay. On there were actually Morgan Freeman was on there as Dracula, and him and these monsters used to always come out. I don't know why, but it scared the crap out of me.
That's really obscure.
Yeah, well,
It's
see,
Greg.
Let me see if I can pull it up because it's
Morgan Freeman as Dracula on a kids show.
Yeah.
On asking why, who knows not I, good luck and goodbye.
Wait.
Who knows not I, good luck and goodbye.
bye.
It's kind of jumpy on here.
Is
So there's-
this where the dance is?
This scared you.
We didn't.
Okay, that scared me. All right, it was Morgan Freeman as Dracula. I don't know why.
Wow.
Dracula scared me. Okay. Look, here I'll show you. Here's him again.
That looks like Mr. Peepers from Sesame Street.
This guy looks scared.
Yes.
Whoa!
May I help you?
Some great acting.
So
Could I have tea with cream?
Certainly.
Man, Morgan Freeman's young there. Holy cow.
Anyway, he thought he said T was Scream. That I don't know. That freaked me out. I don't know why.
Yeah,
It did.
That's terrifying.
That's horrible.
Well,
You still have nightmares?
I don't.
Did it bring flashbacks?
I
Finding that on
actually
YouTube?
have way more of these things that frighten me, and we could bring them up at other shows if this.
Well,
you
this
want to
has
do
been a
that.
great segment.
Well, okay, we got two that didn't even think of anything until
Hey,
right now.
Close Encounters.
I did think of things.
Yeah.
Children of the Corn.
Way to
And
diminish
if
our
you-
contribution.
I don't know if you want to stick to just things that scared you at that point in time, but I remember as I got older, I mean the horror movies, and I don't know if they're considered horror movies, but like Saw. Is that more like a drama or is that a horror
No,
movie?
I think
or
that's a horror
Saw
movie.
is a
isn't it?
mystery.
Really?
I don't know. I feel Saw is kind of like Seven, where it's
Yeah.
kind of a
Yeah.
trying to find the serial killer. It's
Seven
kind of a
was
horror
good.
too.
But I remember watching that and just, oh my God, just the.
Well, you don't like horror
No,
movies.
I don't
You're
like horror
scared.
movies
I
at
don't
all.
either. I
Scared
really
you.
don't either.
I don't-
Blair,
I mean,
Blair Witch Project, when it came out, however many years ago that was, I remember that scaring the hell out
I
of me.
don't think I've ever seen that, but there's a new one coming out, right?
I
Yeah,
think,
it had
yeah.
just come out, I
Yeah.
think.
You want to go see that? Bauman?
Probably not.
Nah.
Well,
I
fine.
I do like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is scary. The original is kind of like the other one I referenced, the Children of the Corn, where it wasn't quite as scary. But then the remakes got a lot more graphic.
Yeah,
I
then
think
they
those
just
got-
bring in the gore and
Right, the gore,
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess there's something to be
Greg
said
likes
for
storylines.
I guess there's something to be said for those that could be scary, but yet didn't show you. a
Well,
whole
yeah.
lot.
Look at Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock. You know, he didn't really show any blood. The
Yeah.
blood in the movie is chocolate syrup. You know,
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
I don't know. It's but we got to come up with more Halloween topics. It's
Yeah.
October.
Sure.
Let's
It
play.
is October.
You had an idea of us watching some obscure films.
Yeah.
and trying
Mystery
to-
Science Theater 3000 or whatever.
Yeah, I really
Or
think we should
silhouettes in front of a
dissect
TV.
it. Well, not dissect the whole thing, but we could have a discussion on it. I mean,
You tried to give us an assignment of
Yeah.
beaver
zombie.
zombies, which I said I
Greg.
read the synopsis and it was the exact same storyline as the Piranha 3D. It's like
Hey.
some,
It's a beaver instead of
Which-
a piranha.
which I knew that because I watched Piranha 3D.
Now, did you
okay.
see Piranha 3 Double D?
No, I have not seen that one.
No.
Piranha 3D though had the funniest scene in it was what's his name, Chris Conley or Chris, oh gosh, what's his name?
Isn't that a roofing place in St. Louis?
Well, he's a kind of a famous actor. I don't know why he was in this film. There's a lot of those type of actors, like B budget, I guess, actors. But he was kind of the jerk in the film, so he didn't last very long. He was pretty much out by the first couple-
Spoiler!
Oh, sorry. But I just remember he was taking a leak off the side of the boat, and the piranha jumped up and bit his junk
Bit it
off.
Oh, man.
And you see it float.
We have chat. We have chats.
We have chats.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Travis.
Travis says candy corn and peanuts taste like a payday.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah.
That is true.
Yep.
So
So since we're talking about movies, you want to go into TV shows of the week?
let's do that. I don't have a theme song or anything.
Do, 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 do.
TV.
You should get a theme song.
We
Yeah,
I guess
you
we
need to
should.
find one.
I'm sorry.
We need to hire a band to sing us one. So what'd you watch? That was good.
So I watched 2 shows this week.
What are
Literally 2 shows.
Really?
I watched WestWorld, which is a new HBO
Yeah.
show based off the Michael Crichton book.
And the
But
movie.
He did. Did Jurassic Park. Didn't he?
yeah, that was a Crichton book.
So that's.
Have
I don't know if you're familiar.
Did you start watching
No.
Westworld?
Westworld, no, I don't even know what that is.
Okay,
Greg just told us.
It's basically a theme park, but you can pay to go be in this Western world, and there's all these robots, but they look human.
yeah, they
You
look. Yeah,
cannot
you cannot
tell.
Yeah.
You can't tell at all. and apparently you can do stuff to them because there's prostitute
you
robots.
shoot them. You're
too.
talking, yeah.
And there's an upgrade that went to the robots. Something is kind of flaky with them.
The premise of the starting of the movie is that the robots, the citizens of the town or park, can't hurt the newcomers, which are the people that pay to come to the park, right?
Right.
And Ed, is that Ed Norton that plays the dude in black, the bad
Wasn't
guy?
Ed Norton, the guy from
No, it wasn't.
Critters?
It's not Ed Norton. It's oh hell, I can't think of his name.
Ed Begley Jr.
No,
I know you're talking about.
the guy that was wearing all black and drug that girl off.
Yeah, that you're full cast.
But anyway, the premise, and he makes
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris, thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, he apparently has been to WestWorld many, many times for many, many, many years.
Well, without spoiling anything, he's kind of
Nice way to
he's
say shut
doing,
up, Josh.
He's doing some shady stuff out there. You don't
I
really
I
know.
don't think
how
you're
he-
spoiling it. Yeah, Anthony Hopkins plays I guess the mastermind or the owner of the
Like
park.
we were actually talking earlier, he kind of reminds us of the old man from Jurassic
Yes.
Park.
I mean,
Like,
just spot on.
Yeah. And it's funny that this is Michael Crichton, that was Michael Crichton. They're both kind of theme parks that you pay to go
Yeah.
see. Some.
But the guests didn't do anything mean to the dinosaurs.
Well, yeah, that's true. But anyway, I watched the first episode. It's a little slow at first, but it kind of picks up. I enjoyed it.
I was telling you during our pre-show meeting that from what I've read online, episodes 1 and 2 are kind of slow, setting the stage and setting the storyline, and then all hell breaks loose in episode 3.
You could see all hell is going to break loose soon.
So this is an HBO series?
Yeah, from what I understand and what I've read is that HBO's plan is to replace Game of Thrones. This is going to be the replacement for Game of Thrones when it ends after this
okay.
season. It's got nudity, it's got sex, it's got violence.
New
so-
everything you want.
They're robots, though, so it's okay.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
okay.
they just look like humans.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the kind of filler for Game of Thrones
Robo-boobs.
when it goes away.
Ah.
But there was that show I watched, and I watched a show called Timeless.
How was that? I didn't get to see that.
So, for those not familiar, it's a show with time travel. There's like some criminal that went back in time to certain events. Like the first episode was the Hindenburg. So there's the criminal took the time machine back. They actually have another time machine that this historian, this programmer, and this, I guess this military guy, those three go back in this time machine to where the Hindenburg, crashed and, well, didn't crash, exploded.
Yeah.
And they're trying to figure out what this criminal is trying to do back in this time. And they need the historian because she knows exactly what happened. She knows so much about history. But they showed it in the preview, and it was shown so much. Like at one point, she tells this cop back in the 30s, she's like, I'm Nurse Jackie. This is Dr. Trey. We're from General Hospital. So it
Yeah, I saw that
kind of has
preview.
little jokes like that. But I actually thought it was pretty good. I like time travel type shows. This kind of has that Quantum Leap kind of feel.
Really?
Where they kind of go to somewhere in the past to fix something. And they don't always fix what they were supposed to fix. So...
I ended up watching the second episode of that Designated Survivor with Kiefer Sutherland.
I didn't watch that. Is that any good?
It's pretty good. It's kept my attention over two episodes, so I'll probably keep watching it.
Well, there you go.
I think, is it on the night? I don't know. It's on at 9 o'clock.
No, you're thinking of Survivor.
Survivor
There's
is on the night.
Designated Survivor and
Oh,
Survivor.
yeah, different channels though.
Yeah.
Anything else?
The only things that I have watched was...
Hey, what are you watching, Josh?
Well, I watched the Cardinals
Lose.
make a run for not making it to the playoffs.
No, they won.
Yeah, they won.
They did really,
San
really
Francisco
well.
didn't lose.
Yeah. The last 5 games were fantastic.
Yeah.
And that kept my attention. I didn't watch every game in its entirety, but there was some really good baseball played the last few days of the season. And now, I actually a question for you guys. Now that the Cardinals aren't in it, and this is the first year?
5 years in a row,
5 years?
so this'll...
Is there a team that you
No.
will root for now?
Nah.
Really?
No.
See, because I was thinking about this quite a bit.
Don't do it.
I'm a Cardinal fan.
don't.
I'm definitely a Cardinal fan. So from an
I bleed red.
From an American League perspective, there's not any teams I don't think that I really have any interest in. I think the Orioles got knocked out last night.
Oh, is this our sports category?
Yeah.
Do
you have
the intro?
Do you have
You
an
have any
intro?
music? Take me out to the
No, go ahead.
But I mean,
Don't say the Cubs.
No, seriously, really. I'm gonna say the Cubs. Seriously,
We just lost all our Chicago
I would
fans.
never.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I
Well,
don't
you-
mind those West Coast teams though.
Listen, you can't like Boston.
No,
There's no way you like Boston.
no,
There's Cleveland.
nah,
Texas. You can't like Texas
No.
either.
no.
Okay. You have Baltimore
They're out.
or Toronto. Baltimore's out.
Yeah.
Toronto made it, or they're
Yeah.
the wild card team.
Yeah.
So you got either what are you gonna root for?
No.
Cleveland or
I mean,
Toronto?
Cleveland's a kind of a feel-good story, I guess. I mean, that's a city that'd be cool. They just won an NBA championship, so they're pretty much like a Royals team where they're just coming from nowhere.
Did the Mets in San Francisco?
That's tonight.
That's tonight.
Yeah.
So you either got one of them, Mets or San Francisco, Washington, the Cubs, or the Dodgers.
I don't mind those West Coast teams, the Dodgers and the Giants.
Yeah, come on.
What?
Come on.
I mean, anytime I would never root for them if they're playing the Cardinals or if the Cardinals are still in the play, but I don't mind them. I would never want to. I hate the Mets, the
Turncoat.
Pond scum.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
San Francisco has
Giants,
been an enemy.
what do you
has
think?
Been,
What do you guys think? Here we are sitting on the cusp of the playoffs. What do you
I'll
think?
say it as an impartial because I don't care, but I think San Francisco definitely has the edge at this point
Yeah.
because they've been winning some freaking games, and the Dodgers have not.
So San Francisco has won the World Series the last 3 even numbered years.
Really?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So
Hockey starts next week.
14, 12, and
You know what?
10.
The only thing I'm rooting for is the Cubs not to make it.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's
Me too.
the only thing.
And
I'm
so-
rooting
so
for.
yeah, I guess
and
that's a good
probably
point.
everyone does that about St. Louis too.
Yeah.
So
Really?
yeah.
Well, so yeah, that's a good point. So whomever, and the winner of the wild card game tonight is who would play the Cubs. Yeah.
So I'd rather have San Francisco. I think.
I think San Francisco can take the Cubs.
At this point, they're hot. They're hot right now. And once
They've
a
been
team,
here before a lot.
yeah, exactly. And once teams get hot, they can go the whole way. I mean, look at the 2006 Cardinals. You know,
Yeah.
Once we made it into the wild card,
Yeah, anything can happen.
yeah.
Any
a lot
given
of,
Sunday.
a lot of wild card teams. Sadly, the 2004 Red Sox did it to
Yeah,
the Cardinals.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
But
Other than that, the only thing that I have watched that I really wish that I could watch on a daily basis, but I would run out of episodes very quickly, is Stranger Things.
that
And
show is awesome.
That
isn't
show
it?
is fantastic. I don't understand how this
How
guy.
could he not?
That show's great.
That show is so awesome.
So-
I'll have to give it another try.
The one thing that I want to ask you, Greg, is what is it a one? Is it a mini series and that's it, or is there more?
There's gonna be another season.
There's going to be
Oh,
a
more
season
seasons.
2. Now, they didn't really say if it's going to be like an anthology series where there'll be a whole new story next year.
Oh, okay.
But I like the kids.
Yeah,
I
the
like
characters.
I like
Yeah.
the characters. I like to see them back. So
Yeah, I really like that show. So I'm up to. I've watched 3 episodes out of.
isn't
8.
there only? Is there?
8,
There's
yeah.
8. Yeah.
Does it have a rating like PG something?
I would say it's probably PG-13. I don't think there's a lot of swearing, but there's a little bit of
scariness and
scariness, and there's a little bit of sexuality, I guess, with the teenage girl that I've seen so far. But I really like that show.
All right, we got 5 minutes.
I think that show is awesome, by the way, and I really need. Speaking of TV, I have not started watching Luke Cage, but I want to start watching that too.
It broke Netflix last week.
New Marvel show.
Really?
Yeah.
It broke Netflix.
Netflix was down over the weekend.
I don't know if it actually broke Netflix, but
Who's Luke
That's the
Cage?
story.
If
Superhero.
you've seen Jessica Jones, you'll know.
I
who
haven't
he
seen
is.
Jessica
Okay.
Jones. So I'm a huge Daredevil fan. That's probably my favorite show.
Jessica Jones. When I watched that, it's a little more risque, a little more adult type. You know.
Well, Daredevil was totally
Well, I guess
adult.
yeah. So, I guess we got to move along, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about
Where
that
can you
time.
find us?
Oh, we're already.
Besides right here.
You're ready to quit it all.
Oh, I thought that's what you were
Well, it's
doing.
almost time.
Wrap up.
So a change for next week, right? I'll be joining via our remote satellite truck
on location.
on location.
On location.
JB is on assignment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that works.
So okay, so we're gonna go through like Skype or Hangouts or
We'll
something.
do probably Hangout. I don't like Skype.
Oh.
Shut up.
So, I'd like to say
Here's the thing.
God, what just happened? So,
He's trying to avoid saying it. Anyway,
that was really weird. I thought you were going. I thought you were going deep there for a second.
deep.
Well, so I want to
I've got an
say.
announcement to make.
Yeah,
I've got an announcement
that's-
to make. Let's get it. Okay.
What?
Please, everyone, go to
got your
beer30.tv. You'll see where you can find us. Let me switch this. Join us every Wednesday, and hopefully, we'll be at 5 unless someone has work meetings or something like that.
Bullshit.
Or that too. Go to Beer30TV. You'll find out where you can search for Stuck in Beta on iTunes, Google Play, all the fun places, and check us out on YouTube. Anything else, guys?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, we will see you next time. Sorry, I won't be able to fade this out.
Really?
There's faders. Bro.
Peace.
I can hear it. Oh, yeah,